Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, hi, hello, my name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love, and today we are doing the highly requested and anticipated updated American Girl collection. Now, last time I did one of these was 9 months ago in March of 2021. Since then I have moved and my doll collection has definitely expanded. Now, I currently have 52 18-inch dolls in my collection. I do also have some customs that are in the works or customs that have not arrived yet and things like that. So as of right now, this is how I'm ending the 2021 year. I do not plan on getting any more. However, I really don't know. But as of right now, I do not plan to get any more until 2022. So with that being said, this is a thank you for 700 subscribers. I am so incredibly blessed that you guys have stuck by me and been patient and so kind and loving and caring and supportive, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So this collection video did take the longest to film. That's why the Rainbow High one came first, but thank you again for being so patient because I always have the most fun filming these types of videos. So let me know in the comments down below which girly you see today is your favorite, because trust me, I have mine and I let you know immediately who she is. You guys, this is not in any way, shape, or form trying to brag. This is just showing you guys what makes me happy, and I know a lot of you, you find happiness and, comfort in your dolls, and I absolutely understand. So without further ado, I am going to start off with the one that caused this entire mess. So let's do it. The doll that started this chaos is the one and only Margaret Mildred Kittridge, and she was a Christmas gift from my parents in 2001. My second doll was Kirsten Larson, and my great aunts took me to the American Girl Place Chicago in 2002, and they bought her for me as kind of like a little gift, I guess. She was the first doll I ever picked out in stores, first doll that was ever bought in a store, basically. So Kirsten, if you've followed me for a long time, you know how passionate I am about this doll. This one has definitely seen better days, but the upgraded version will be coming to you in, I don't want to say a few more dolls because we have a lot before we get to upgraded Kirsten. I'm not gonna lie. Doll number 3 in my collection was Mckentyre, and my mom and dad got her for me for Christmas of 2003. My fourth doll was a historical Samantha Parkington, who I got from my mom and dad as a Christmas gift in 2004. The same day I got Samantha from my parents, they also got me Nellie O'Malley, who is the Samantha best friend doll. She was the first best friend doll to ever be released, so I got her on the same day as Samantha, Christmas Day 2004. Next up is this historical Felicity Merriman that my mom and dad got for me for Christmas in 2005, and as you can see, she is the variant that comes in the purple dress. She does have a new wig. It is an actual historical Felicity wig, but guess what? It's still not glued down just because I didn't do it yet. So anyway, next up, we're gonna have a very special doll, so hold up. My seventh doll and the pride and joy of my childhood collection is Miss Elizabeth Cole. I got her on the same day as Felicity from my mom and dad for Christmas of 2005. My eighth doll is Miss Emily Bennett, best friend to Molly Mcintyre, and my parents got her for me for Christmas in 2006. Fun fact about Emily is she is the only doll I've ever taken to an American Girl place. She went to the American Girl Cafe and we had lunch there, and she's the only doll I've ever done that with. So she's actually really special. My eighth doll is Miss Juliana Albright, Julie for short, and she was a Christmas gift from my parents in 2007. Rounding out my childhood collection is Miss Ivy Ling, and my grandparents actually got her for me as a Christmas gift in 2008. Now, this is technically the end of my first wave of collecting, but after Ivy in 2009, my mom and dad got me a historical Rebecca Rubin, who I ended up customizing about a year ago. Now she is in the bin of torn apart customs. As you will probably notice, there are some dolls that did exist from this point on that no longer exist anymore, but that's just the beauty of changing up your collection. So I technically had 11 American Girls as a child, but from here on out, basically, I only had 10, and Ivy was the last one. I cannot believe it has been almost 2 years since I purchased this girly right here. This is Sophia, and she is a renamed Blair Wilson Girl of the Year 2019 doll whose wig I did straighten. Sophia was the doll that got me back into American Girl after 10 years, and she was the first doll I purchased as an adult. I purchased her on Christmas Eve 2019. Next up, we have my Isabelle Palmer doll, who I renamed Mini Kyla. I swapped her eyes to my shade of blue, and she is currently rocking some Taylor Swift Red Taylor's Version merch, and she just She is Mini Kyla, so she's kind of a staple piece in my collection because not only is she my mini me, but she is also the first secondhand doll I ever bought and the first doll I boil washed and fixed up. So she's pretty darn special, I would say. This is Leah, and she is a retired Girl of the Year 2016 Leah Clark doll that I bought when I was in Hawaii on a beach, chilling with a rooster and his hens, and you guys probably all know this story because I still get comments about it to this day. Yeah, I was in Hawaii looking for American Girls. That's just what I did. So I bought her on New Year's Eve, 2019. This girlie, whose hair is being a pain in the rear end, is Miss Eleanor, and she is a renamed Marilyn Larkin doll that I bought when I went to the AG Place Chicago with my best friend for my birthday in January of 2020. This is Mckenna Celine, and yes, her name is hyphenated. She is a McKenna Brooks Girl of the Year 2012 doll that I bought in a Facebook group at the end of January 2020, and she was actually purchased with the doll you will see right after her, and that is her bestie, so they're very, very close. If you're familiar with the collection and you know the story of Mckenna Celine and Caroline Abbott, then you were not surprised when you saw Trouble pop up on the screen here. So this is Caroline. She is a Caroline Abbott doll. I call her Trouble because just ever since I got her, she has been a pain. She knocks everyone over. I seriously think she does it because she knows it drives me crazy. I'm telling you, whoever stands next to Caroline ends up falling, no matter where I am. It happened at my old house, it happens here. She's just, I don't know, this doll is dangerous, I'm not gonna lie, but she is one of my absolute favorite historicals. I love her to pieces. I love this outfit, and I was so happy when I actually got it because I bought her secondhand, so everything else I had to get from her collection was secondhand, but I'm a huge Caroline fan. For my birthday in January of 2020, my mom and dad got me Girl of the Year Joss Kendrick, whom I initially renamed Marishka, but then I changed it to Marnie, and she was Marnie for a very, very long time, and that's who you guys know her as. But over the past couple of months, I have decided that we're gonna go back to what she originally was. So this is Marishka. In February of 2020, I had some rewards points and it was my first time using them, so I went ahead and bought Nenea Mitchell, who I have renamed Lucy. In April of 2020, I decided to make the jump and bought my first custom. This is Penelope, and she was made by formerly It's a Doll Life, now currently Dallas Doll Co. And this would start a string of purchases from that company because I think all of Vanessa's creations are absolutely gorgeous. Literally a few weeks later, I was ordering from Dallas Doll Co. again, and I bought Miss Nyla here, who has such a unique combination, and her wig is absolutely one of my favorite custom wigs of all time. Either super late April or early May, I got Natalie here, and she is a custom Truly Me 42, and she was created by Heart of Forever and Always. So Natalie is really special because she is from a collection of one of the first AG tubers I ever watched, and she actually happens to be my friend's favorite doll still. So Frankie, again, if you're watching this, Natalie says hello. All right, here we have one of the most unique dolls in my collection, and that is because of her piercing, enchanting, somewhat creepy eyes. Now, this is Angel, and she is one of my divas, and she was created by Vanessa, of course, and Vanessa just asked on her Instagram, you know, what type of Joss Kendrick combination should I do? So I suggested blonde hair and blue eyes, and lo and behold, she created Angel, and I messaged her and was like, I have to have her. So that's how Angel came to be. In June of 2020, I found this beautiful Kaya doll and a Josefina doll who's now customized on Facebook, and I purchased them. They're both in absolute perfect condition. But like I said, I customized the Josefina one, but I kept this girl as is because I literally don't know what's wrong with me, because for a long time I was not a fan of her. I don't know what it was, but now Kaya is so cute. She just looks so precious and she's beautiful. On June 25th, 2020, I purchased the best Truly Me to ever exist, and that is Miss 83, Sienna. Sienna, like Angel, is one of the divas in the fam, and I love her. She's so fun to take pictures with. I loved her oh so much. I gave her a twin who you will see very, very soon, and if you're familiar with the collection, get excited because Vienna is coming up shortly. On the same day I bought Sienna, I went a little overboard and bought Truly Me 84 as well, whom I named Zoe. I loved Truly Me 84 so much, I commissioned Vanessa to create me a custom 84. So this is Merlot, and she is my little rebel. She is definitely a standout in my collection. In August of 2020, I purchased what I still think is my best deal with a secondhand doll, and this is Marie Grace Gardner. I found her new in box on Mercari for $130, and she's perfect. Also in August of 2020, Sebastian of Seb Repaints over on Instagram was having a release, and I went ahead and purchased Miss Yasmin here. She is one of the divas as well, but not as diva-esque as some of the girlies, if you will. She is my most extra doll, but she has the most beautiful face. She is a Jess mold, so you guys know I gravitated towards her immediately. She is, as of right now, my second most expensive doll because my first one is still in the works and she will not be in this video. That's all I'm saying about her because it's going to be a big surprise when she does get here. But that is Miss Yaz, and she is an absolute queen. This is my custom Ariel, and she was made by Dallas Doll Co. as well. Ariel is my favorite princess. I had some more rewards points at the end of August 2020, so I went ahead and bought Truly Me 67, who I named Simone. This is Chloe. If you know her backstory, it's kind of long and intense, but you can go look it up in some of my other videos. But she has a custom Kanani that Vanessa popped the eyes in, and I picked out the wig. And guess what? Chloe has a glued on wig now. So yes, finally, after I moved, Chloe's is the only wig I glued down. But it was super terrifying, but I'm really glad I did it because now she's easier to move and take pictures of. So that is my beautiful Chloe. She is Lindlife's favorite doll. So Koa, if you're watching this, which I know you are, Chloe says hey. Literally on her release day in September of 2020, I bought Courtney Moore, who I renamed Rhiannon, yes, after the Fleetwood Mac song. And I did straighten her hair. It is kind of wavy and stuff, but it makes it easier to manage in a collection as large as mine. So I think she does look really cute though. Remember that Josefina that I bought with Kaya that I told you guys I customized? Well, here she is, the one and only Ariana Grande. I did make her myself. Her wig is not glued down yet, and she does not have a face up, just because I'm indecisive and I don't know what type of makeup I want to do or who I want to send her to. But that is my little Ari, and I love her to pieces. For Christmas of 2020, my mom and dad got me Primrose here, and she is a custom Marie Grace whose makeup was done by Small Friends and whose wig was given to her by Allison of AG Primrose, and that is where her name comes from. She is my #1 diva. She's still my favorite doll in the collection, even a whole year later. She's amazing. I cannot express how much I love her still. You know, I could go on about Remy. She's the best. In January of 2021, Dallas Doll Co. was doing a giveaway, and I ended up winning. So this is Cordelia. In February of this year, 2021, I bought our current Girl of the Year, Kira Bailey, but I changed her name to Vienna because she is Sienna, my 83's twin, and I am obsessed with the twins, as I know a lot of you guys are. The twins are so much fun to dress up and take pictures of together, so I love the twins. On the same day I bought Vienna, I also went ahead and bought a Be Forever Addie Walker, whom I have renamed Adeline. I did take her hair out. It was in the gorgeous hairstyle for a long time, but I decided I'm gonna take her hair out, and I do not regret it. It is so freaking perfect. I absolutely love it. So Addie is a doll I wanted for a long time. I just never bought her, and I'm so glad I did. She's amazing. Sometime after I bought Adeline and Vienna, I was on Facebook and I posted I'm in search of these, you know, not rare, but, you know, like retired dolls that there aren't a lot of out there for a good price. And someone commented and said they had this 38, and she is perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with her. So this is Virginia, but we do call her Ginny in the collection, and she's kind of one of my holy grail dolls and prized possessions. So I do love her. For as basic and simple as she is, she's an absolute delight to have in my collection. After I purchased Adeline, I realized I only needed one more face mold in my collection, and that was the #4 face mold. And Vanessa happened to have a custom 4. And this is Hayden. She completed the current face molds that are out right now. I do have every single one of them. Remember how I told you guys like 300 years ago that there was an upgraded Kirsten Larson coming? Well, here she is, and this is the 35th anniversary Kirsten Larson doll. I do have her bonnet, I just didn't put it on. She is kept in storage exclusively because I do not want anything to happen to her at all. This is my Truly Me 79, who I named Remy. I bought her from Allison. She was selling her back in the spring of this year, and she was actually the last video on my channel for a little bit because right after I bought her, I moved. The first doll I bought after I moved into my own house was Magdolna Maggie for short, and she is a custom made by my friend Emma over on Instagram. And this would be the start of 3 dolls I bought from Emma in a ridiculously short amount of time. I had been looking for months, and in June of this year, I finally found a new in-box Tenny Grant for a really good deal. So here she is. I did rename her Esty, and yes, it is after Esty Haim, who is also basically the main character in Taylor Swift's No Body, No Crime song on the Evermore album. So yeah, that's my beautiful Esty. This is Francesca, and she is a custom that was created by Seb Repaints as well, but I did buy her secondhand from Emma, and I love her. She was my second Seb doll. I really, really wanted a doll with a long straight Kaya wig, and I kind of just always imagined I would name her Francesca, so she was kind of like a little bit of a dream come true when I bought Francesca. I had always regretted not buying 85 on the same day I bought 83 and 84, but I just could not justify buying 3 of them at once. So finally, this past summer, I went ahead and bought Truly Me 85, and I named her Ruby, and she is so pretty. I love her curls. I love the Addie face mold. It's definitely, it took a while to grow on me, but I think it's so cute, you guys. So if you don't have 85, go get this girl because she's so fun to take pictures of. The last doll from Emma that I bought was Miss Opal here, and she is one of my absolute favorites, like whole collection wise. So this right here is Lilith, and she is a Truly Me 30 that I bought her head off of eBay, and then I gave her a Mia St. Clair body. This doll came to me in awful condition facial wise, and she does still have some marks, but this girlie sat in the sun for a majority of the summer to get her looking as good as she does now. So I really do love her, and I'm so glad I was able to get her at such a good price because I literally just, she was my first solo doll head purchase, I guess. So that is Miss Lilith. This gorgeous girl is Daisy, and she is a renamed Melody Ellison doll, and I don't know why I didn't buy her sooner because I love her. Here is a girly that was in the collection, and then she was out of the collection, and now she's back in, and this is Girl of the Year 2011, Kanani Akina, and I bought her in a lot of 4 dolls, 3 of which are in the process of being customized, and I fixed her up. Her hair was insanely curly and beautiful when I was done with it, but that was a little bit ago, so it's not perfection anymore, but you know what? Kanani is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so glad to have her back in the collection. This beauty really does not need an introduction, but this is Yvette Peters, and she is the first of the World by Us dolls that I purchased. She's the one that spoke to me the most. I was in Chicago with my parents and my aunts and uncles, and we went to a concert, and then the next day we were downtown, and I convinced them to go to American Girl. So it was kind of like a whole experience getting to go there, you know, with my family, and it was so much fun, you guys. So my dad and my uncle, you know, were just like, are you gonna get a doll? Which one are you gonna get? So I went back and forth, and I finally picked Truly Me 61, who has been on and off my wish list for a long time, and I went ahead and named her Lolita, and she's so beautiful. I am 100% happy that I chose to get her, and she has a ton of fun memories attached to her, so she's another really special gem. Rounding out the collection at number 52 is Miss Mercedes, and she's actually just a custom doll that I opened today, so that is why the lighting and the camera angle may be a bit different. But this is Mercedes, and she is the most recent doll in my collection. Alrighty, if you are still here, thank you so much for sticking with us, and let me know, again, like I said, which girly in my collection is your current favorite, and if you have a second favorite, don't be shy, because, you know, it's hard to pick just one. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Primrose. But anyway, you guys, if you have not already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a positive comment with your favorite girly down below, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and have a blessed day. I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.